feel to be out there with the rest of the guys despite not having any real contact?
Just fun. It was a lot of fun to be back out there, and even though I'm not playing, it's just nice to be around the guys. Have been spent a lot of time home, and guys have been on the road, so it's nice to join them and get back out there.
Did you push for something like this, or you just wait for the day when they said you could do this?
No, I mean, they basically tell me what to do. They know better than I do, and I was pretty excited to hear that I could join the team and do a little pregame skate here and there.
Did they tell you anything that you have to look for to be able to take the next step and be in full practices and have contact?
Yeah, I mean, it's usually the same thing with every step. Make sure that you don't get symptoms, and obviously it's not just one day. It's at least a few days, if not more. So, the main thing is not to look too far ahead, and you just try to get through each step and hope it goes well.
How is skating with everyone else kind of help you progress?
Just the motion, all the guys out there, and something you take for granted a lot, but that's something that you have to get readjusted to, and puts a little added pressure on your brain a bit when everyone's moving out there and you got to react to all that. So, just trying to see how that goes.
Was there any problem, or have you had any symptoms or problems lately?
No, I mean, at this point, when you haven't skated that much and you're out there, it's important that you're able to separate the two between being fatigued and feeling what's new, and also feeling maybe symptoms of a concussion. So it's more than just one day. That's why you've got to do it a bit and see how you react.
Have there been symptoms?
Oh, it's been good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Did you even take something like this for granted? Getting back to be able to just do this.
I don't think I took it for granted. I don't think I ever do, but it's easy. It's easy not to realize until you go through something like this. How easy those things seem and how they're really not sometimes. So, I don't think I've ever taken it for granted, but it's not something you really think about until you go through a situation like this.
There's a lot of people out there who they have read chronicles of guys coming back from injuries a lot, and so when they hear about this progression, they may kind of confuse just getting back into game condition versus being cleared because of your injury. What's that balance like to you in your mind?
No, I've got to be ready, no matter what, and whether it's the playoffs or whether you're come back from injury to going into the playoffs or regular season, you got to make sure that you're healthy, and it's a matter for me of making sure I'm healthy, and if that takes 2 months, then it takes 2 months, and if it doesn't, great, but I can't really control that. I just got to do the right things to try to feel good and get back to where I need to be, but I'm not looking too far ahead at all. I'm just trying to look at these little opportunities as a good chance to get back with the guys, but at the same time, it's just a small step with a lot to go.
Does it make it harder when it's not like it's a broken wrist or a broken leg and there's so much unknown? Does that make it harder or harder to what are the signposts or what are the...
Yeah, it does. It's there's no set time. Usually with certain things you've got a set time frame, and with this that's not the case, and especially with the time of year, it doesn't make it any easier, but in general, it's just a frustrating thing to go through, and there's so many different opinions, and everyone's gone through concussions and reacted differently and that kind of thing. So it's not easy to get a real grasp on what you're going to go through. Everyone's different, so that's been the challenge.
A lot of time you brought it up to hit Victor Hedman put on you. Was there any damage that came from that hit, or were you feeling some of the effects before that?
I don't know. It probably didn't help. Yeah, it probably didn't help. That's for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't say it helped.
Did your head hit the glass on that hit?
Yeah.
So the mental part of going through one of Dan's morning skates, where there's game plan implementation and all that. There's been any way to simulate sort of that type of thinking? Because I know that's part of recovering from a concussion, being able to process all that.
Yeah, I think that's not too worried about that. First step is just being able to go out there and work at the kind of pace you need to work at and deal with all that motion and that kind of stuff. That's really the main thing I want to get through, and the other stuff will come. But like I said, it's kind of small steps, and it doesn't seem like much, but when you go through the last few months, it feels like a lot. So it's just it's nice to be out there.
What does it say about your team to without you, without Malkin, to do what it's done? And how much does that speak to what it's been through, winning a cup?
Yeah, it says a lot, and it's amazing to see what we've gone through. And it wasn't just me and Gino. We had probably 7 or 8 regular guys who were in the lineup out, and it's been different guys. Flower's been huge throughout the whole year. TK recently has been putting the puck in the net, but it takes everyone collectively to come together in adversity like that. And I think we always realized we had it, but this is a pretty good reminder of the character we have in the room. So it's been really impressive, and I think we're all proud to be part of this group and proud the way everyone's played.
What was your reaction when they told you could at least get out there for one?
I was pretty excited. Yeah, I mean that's doesn't seem like much. I mean, you do that 80 times a year, but it feels good, especially I've been sitting around for a long time now, and recently got back on the ice, but just nice to be around the guys. You miss that a lot.
Thanks, Sid. Thank you.